Dr. Kieran Mull.
Imagine you are the victim of a serious crime, as serious as rape or child grooming, and you receive a letter telling you that the perpetrator who harmed you is going to be let out of prison early. Appallingly, this is the experience right now for thousands of victims of crime, including some of the most serious crimes imaginable, thanks to the changes that have been made to our sentencing laws by this Labour government, helped by the Liberal Democrats.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've listened to the Honourable Member on this issue a lot, and I must once again remind him of his record in government and why the Sentencing Act was an absolute necessity to keep the criminal justice system functioning. There is no alternative that has been offered by the opposition to the prison crisis that they created. There is a choice. Strict...
Can I just help? But we don't need to worry about what their position is. The question is to yourself and about what you're going to do. As I've also got a constituent that got a letter. So I've got to say it's very serious across the country. Point of order, Dr. Kieran Mull.
I genuinely seek your guidance and support, Mr. Speaker. I've submitted multiple written questions, FOI requests. We've had a name day question on this matter that was due to be answered on Friday, which the government has refused to answer as it should. The Minister said that the information we're after is in the impact assessment. That is not true. There is not the information on the number of offenders in terms of rapists and child groomers being answered. How do we in the public get answers to these very basic, incredibly important questions?
Look, what I would suggest is, I'm sure the bench has heard there's outstanding question that should have been answered. I'm quite disappointed if it is the case. It should be answered. Members of Parliament put questions down to ministers, and ministers are answerable to this House. Not when they feel like answering it or when they get round to it. That is totally unacceptable. I hope that they will go back and check the records to make sure letters have been returned, answered, and also questions. But name day questions mean it's in the title, should be answered on a name day. So look, what I would say is, it's been heard, I'm sure that can be rectified today, and I'm sure if it's not, the answer is there are many avenues, including coming back to this House, because I do believe there are questions to be answered. All MPs should be told, not who, but how many may be released within their constituencies. I just say to the Minister, it's bad for all MPs, and MPs, quite rightly, need to represent their constituents. The sooner we help them, the sooner that this House will be in a better place. I will leave it at that for now.
Today we are diving into a tense and emotional moment in the House of Commons where Dr. Kieran Mull raised serious concerns about the early release of serious offenders, including rapists and child groomers, due to changes made by the Labour government. What you're seeing here is a powerful exchange, highlighting how victims of the most horrific crimes are receiving letters informing them that the people who harmed them are being let out of prison earlier than expected, causing widespread distress and anger across the country. We are noticing how Dr. Mull passionately explained the appalling reality facing thousands of victims right now and directly challenged the government on the sentencing reforms that she believes have put public safety at risk with help from the Liberal Democrats. We see the Minister responding by defending the changes as a necessary response to the prison crisis inherited from the previous government, arguing there was no alternative plan from the opposition to prevent the system from collapsing. What strikes us most is Dr. Mull's persistence as she reveals she has submitted multiple written questions, freedom of information requests, and even a named day question that the government has failed to answer properly, leaving basic but critical information about the number of serious offenders being released hidden from the public and MPs. As the Speaker intervenes, we see him expressing disappointment at the government's handling of these questions, reminding ministers that they are answerable to the House and urging them to provide the information promptly, because these are incredibly important matters that affect public confidence in justice. The whole exchange leaves us reflecting on the difficult balance between managing prison capacity and protecting victims of serious crime, with Dr. Mull making it clear that victims deserve better and MPs need full answers to do their job effectively.